May I go now?
Not until you've picked your extracurricular activity. We want our students to be well-rounded.
I'd prefer to remain sharp-edged.
To be well-rounded means to have a variety of skills, interests, and qualities rather than being good at only one thing. It shows balance in different areas of life. For example, she's well-rounded. She's great at sports, studies hard, and volunteers in her community. It can also describe someone who is socially, intellectually, and emotionally developed. For example,
such a well-rounded man.
All the past winners are well-rounded.
No, I feel like doctors should all be well-rounded, but, you know, it's rare.
Dendrophylax lindenii.
Otherwise known as the ghost orchid.
First discovered on the Isle of Wight in 1854.
Very good, Wednesday. Looks like you may have competition for first chair, Bianca.
first chair means the best or main person in a group, especially in music. When someone says a musician is first chair, it means they're the leader of their section, the top player. For example, she became first chair violin because she plays better than anyone else in the orchestra. People also use it outside music to talk about being number one or the main person in a team or field. For example,
and as first chair, I told them they should hear what you have to say.
Remind me who that is again?
You're kidding. He's a world-renowned oboist, first chair with the New York Symphony Orchestra. Kevin and I are huge fans of Weisselbraun's.
Darling, how long do you intend on giving us the cold shoulder?
Lurch, please remind my parents that I'm no longer speaking to them.
Give someone cold shoulder means to ignore someone or treat them in an unfriendly way on purpose. When you give someone the cold shoulder, you act like you don't care about them or don't want to talk. For example, after their argument, she gave him the cold shoulder all week. That means she avoided him and didn't want to speak to him. It's a way of showing anger or disapproval without using words. For example,
So, you and your mother finally make up and now you're giving me the cold shoulder?
I'm sorry for giving you the cold shoulder these past few days.
Weems is clearly trying to keep tabs on me. Keep an eye on Roman. Don't let your fingers out of his sight.
keep tabs on means to watch someone or something carefully to know what's happening. You use it when you want to stay informed or make sure everything is under control. For example, the manager keeps tabs on every employee to make sure they're doing their job. Or parents like to keep tabs on their kids when they go out. It's about paying attention and not losing track of what's going on. For example,
Are you keeping tabs on me? I just don't know why you're keeping tabs on me.
Keeping tabs on you?
Yeah.
How did they know that unless the government is keeping tabs on me?
They hired him to keep tabs on your committee.
No doubt you'll find something that tickles your fancy.
The last person who tickled me lost a finger.
tickle one's fancy means to interest or please someone, especially in a playful or curious way. When something tickles your fancy, it catches your attention because you like it or find it fun. For example, if that new movie trailer tickles your fancy, we can go see it this weekend. Or, nothing on the menu really tickled my fancy today. It's a light and friendly way to say something appeals to you. For example,
I mean, sure, a lot of girls tickle my fancy, but problem is I don't think I tickle any of theirs.
Who tickles my fancy? Oh, make sure nobody spikes the punch. We can't afford a single misstep tonight.
spike the punch means to secretly add alcohol to a drink, usually a punch bowl at a party. For example, someone spiked the punch at the school dance and everyone was shocked. People also use it more generally to mean adding something extra, often something surprising or strong, to make a situation more exciting, like the director spiked the movie with a few unexpected twists.
I realize most of you have heard about the unfortunate incident involving one of our students. But I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected to make a full recovery.
On the mend means getting better after being sick, hurt, or going through a hard time. It shows improvement and recovery. For example, after the flu, he's finally on the mend. Or, the company is on the mend after a tough year. It's a positive way to say things are improving. For example,
I'm on the mend.
As I have some good news that I was eager to share. Frank's aunt is on the mend.
I know I've been ill, but I'm on the mend now.
God, he's on the mend.
All I see is a guilty man who's finally going to pay for his crime. And cuffing him myself. Oh, that was the icing on the cake.
the icing on the cake means something that makes a good situation even better. It's like an extra bonus that makes an already positive thing even more enjoyable. For example, winning the award was amazing, but meeting my favorite actor was the icing on the cake. It's used when something adds extra happiness or value to what's already good.
It's time to put the icing on the cake.
And the booger was the icing on the cake. a couple days before the Harvest Festival. It was open on Rowan's desk, so I just assumed he stole it after we kicked him out of the Nightshades. Then I confronted him about it, and he kind of went ballistic on me.
Go ballistic means to get extremely angry or lose control of your temper. For example, he went ballistic when he found out someone scratched his car. It's a strong, informal way to describe someone exploding with anger. For example,
Totally choked. My father is gonna go ballistic on me.
Well, apparently I can't mention Emily's name without you going ballistic on me.
They will go ballistic.
You see Dr. Kimbot too?
You should know I'm legally required to be here.
Me too. Court ordered.
Look at us, a couple of teenage tearaways.
tearaway is a British informal term that means a young person who behaves badly or recklessly, often causing trouble or ignoring rules. For example, he was a real tearaway at school, always getting into mischief. It describes someone wild, energetic, and hard to control. For example,
once upon a time, there was a little tearaway called Alice.
They'll red sack me. Know anybody who'd want to buy a tearaway dress?
I know I'm close to the truth. I have all the pieces of the jigsaw. I just need to slot them into place.
Jigsaw has two common meanings. 1. A type of puzzle made of many small, interlocking pieces that you fit together to form a picture. Example: we spent the afternoon putting together a 1,000-piece jigsaw. 2. Used metaphorically, it can mean something complex that needs to be figured out, like pieces of information that fit together. Example: the detective tried to put the jigsaw together to solve the mystery.
Then what happened?
Then I ran into Bianca Barclay and I told her to go for help. Next thing I remember, I was awaking in my dorm.
Dorm is short for dormitory, which is a building where people, usually students, live, often on a college or school campus.
Her name comes from a line from my favorite nursery rhyme. Wednesday's child is full of woe.
Woe means great sadness, trouble, or distress. It's often used in a serious or dramatic way. For example, she cried over her woes after losing her job. Or, financial woes are affecting many families this year. It shows deep problems or unhappiness.
I think it's high time my parents faced the music. It seems they've been lying to me, keeping secrets.
Face the music means to accept the consequences of your actions, especially when something goes wrong. It's about being brave enough to deal with the results rather than avoiding them. For example, he cheated on the test and now has to face the music. It's a way of saying you have to deal with reality, even if it's unpleasant. For example,
Time to face the music.
And you face the music.
We should have stayed and faced the music.
I think we have to face the music and talk to them for real.
I know.
Your father and I buried the hatchet. Maybe you should do the same.
I don't bury hatchets. I sharpen them.
buried the hatchet means to make peace with someone after a disagreement or conflict. It's about forgiving and moving on. For example, after years of arguing, the two neighbors finally buried the hatchet. It comes from an old practice where people would literally bury weapons to show they wanted peace.
May I borrow this for the weekend? That way Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
Down memory lane means thinking about or remembering happy or nostalgic past experiences. For example, looking at old photos takes me down memory lane. It's a way to describe reminiscing about the past, often with warm or sentimental feelings.
Wednesday?
Ty, what did I tell you? Come on, bud. Steer clear of Wednesday Addams. She's the kind of girl's gonna get you hurt.
Steer clear of something means to avoid someone or something completely, usually because it could cause trouble or problems. For example, I steer clear of gossip at work because it always causes issues. Or, you should steer clear of that dangerous part of town at night. It's a way of saying stay away for your own safety or peace of mind. For example,
just steer clear of Miss Grant. She has been in a mood.
All right, so it's agreed. We steer clear of all competition.
You might want to steer clear of that.
We just steer clear of the city for a while.
I want us to be more than friends.
You'll snap out of it.
Don't do that. Discount my feelings.
snap out of it means to quickly stop being in an unhappy, unproductive, or distracted state and return to a normal state of mind. It's an informal expression used to tell someone to stop feeling sad, depressed, or self-pitying. or to stop daydreaming and become more aware of their surroundings. The phrase implies a sudden shift in focus or mood. For example,
Snap out of it!
Snap out of it!
You need to snap out of it, man, because it was a coincidence.
Wednesday. I just heard what happened to Mayor Walker. Are you all right? I can't imagine witnessing something like that.
It was on my bucket list.
bucket list means a list of things you want to do or achieve before you die. It's usually made up of experiences, goals, or adventures someone dreams of completing. For example, traveling to Japan is on my bucket list. Or skydiving was the first thing he checked off his bucket list. It's a way to focus on meaningful or exciting life goals.
I know what my mom would say. Enid, you're a doormat.
Doormat means a person who lets others treat them badly or take advantage of them without standing up for themselves. For example, she's too much of a doormat. Everyone at work bosses her around. It's used to describe someone who lacks assertiveness and allows others to walk all over them. For example,
stop being such a doormat.
She kind of lets everyone use her like a doormat and accepts that that's how we should be.
Says the whiny doormat who can't talk to her own boss.
You were nothing but a doormat!